Hey friends, what's up? It's Megan. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about some of my favorite underrated books. These are pretty much my top 6 that I hear literally no one talking about. Like, these books, come closer. This is serious. These books are so underrated and they're so good. So the first book is Reckless Girls by Rachel Hawkins. This is a really short, fast-paced summer thriller. Rachel Hawkins is the author of Rebel Belle, which I know was super popular in Booktube a few years ago. I never read that. This was my first book I ever read by her. I devoured. So freaking good. This thriller is set both on a private boat and a remote island. Our main character Lux and her boyfriend Nico are hired to sail these two college best friends to this remote island for a private vacation. And Lux instantly bonds with these two friends and they form a connection and just get along really well and are having a great time together. However, everything is not as fantastic as it seems because the specific island that they go to has a history of shipwrecks, cannibalism, and potentially murder. One of my favorite thrillers I've ever read. It's perfect for the end of summer because it has that island vibe, and I just thought that the twists in this book were really well executed and I did not guess the ending. So, a winner in my book. Next, we have When Life Gives You Vampires by Gloria Duke. I read this last October and absolutely fell in love with it. This was such a good reading experience. I read it with some red wine and a Halloween ASMR room, and it was just such a vibe. This follows our main character Lily. She's 25. She's just really dissatisfied with where her life is currently at. She doesn't have a great relationship with her mom. She's used to waking up hungover, overweight, and underemployed. That's pretty much how she is when we meet her. So one night she goes out with her best friend and they go out, they party, they have a good time, but she gets home, she wakes up, and turns out she has fangs. So she wakes up with bloodlust and all the vampire issues that come with that, and she has no idea how this is happening, why this is happening, and the vampire who turned her is really hot and mysterious, and he wasn't supposed to turn her. It was an accident. So then a whole mess ensues. This book was super fun, funny. The banter between the two characters, Tristan and Lily, was so good. Also, just this is not really a spoiler, but when she finds out that she's a vampire, her first instinct is not to tell anyone, but to do research by watching vampire movies like Twilight. And I feel like that's just something that I would do to make sure that I was indeed a vampire and not crazy. Loved this, super entertaining, super fast paced, and I need more books, Gloria Duke. I know this just came out October 2022, but I need another one, please. Next, we have a more recent read, and that is The Counselors by Jessica Goodman. She is the author of They Wish They Were Us, which I know was popular, I think 1 or 2 years ago. I see it in the Target book section all the time. This is a summer murder mystery, YA. It has a summer camp, small town setting, which I love. I was looking for something very specific when I went to Barnes & Noble and found this book, so I was so happy. Our female friendships explored, first loves, and of course there is a giant mystery that we are trying to unravel. Our main character Goldie is a townie, which means she grew up and lives in the town where the summer camp is located, and she has been going to the summer camp for years growing up because her parents work at the summer camp, feels so at home at this summer camp. She is coming back this summer as a counselor for the first time, and so it's kind of her taking on that role while also trying to unravel this mystery and have a great summer with her friends, and also not bring them in on this completely life-changing thing that is happening to her. I loved this book, and now I really want to read more of her books because I know she has at least 2 more books. She has Legacies, which I believe just came out recently. They Wish They Were Us. So I'm definitely gonna give those a try. The little tagline on the front says, "The summer of a lifetime was never supposed to include a dead body." There you go. Then we have a poetry collection. This is probably my favorite book of all time, and I never see anyone talk about this, and it's a crime. This is Please Don't Go Before I Get Better by Madison Kuhn. Madison Kuhn's my favorite poet. This one literally made me cry. I felt so seen. There was just really poignant commentary on mental health and growing up and just like the growing pains of going from a teenager to an adult and kind of navigating that and struggling with where you are in life. And I read this during COVID, which I think made it hit even harder for me because I was going through such a big life transition after graduating college, and then becoming like a full ass adult amid COVID was a lot. So this book really resonated with me. Yeah, if you're wanting to get into poetry or looking for a new poet to fall in love with, I highly recommend this one. And then lastly, I have Catcher by Kaylin Nicholson. Kaylin Nicholson has been one of my comfort YouTubers for a very long time. I think I've been watching her since like 2012, and I still love her channel, love her vlogs. This is her first novel. It is like a YA fantasy dystopian vibe. It's set in this big city in the future, and dreams play a pivotal role in the story. We follow our main character Carson, and her baby brother died when she was younger. His name was Axel, and ever since then, to kind of cope, she's escaped into her dreams and kind of created this dream world where she could go and escape and forget about all of the terrible things going on in her life and not really have to deal with the grief that her family was experiencing. On her 18th birthday, her family house catches on fire. She's sent to the other side of the country to a city called Paragon, living alone for the first time in her life in this like sleek city apartment that I believe a family friend owns. She has always had this dream of attending this school called Yorker Specialty School, and she has now gotten accepted and is able to go and live in this city. So like all of her dreams seem to be coming true. However, there are sinister forces at work, and I loved this. Please read it and let me know what you think. Friends, those are all of the underrated books I wanted to talk about today. If you guys want me to do a part 2 to this video, I would definitely be down. There are more books that I want to talk to you guys about that I feel like don't get enough love and appreciation on the internet. If you guys have any book recommendations for me or just want to tell me what you're reading, feel free to do so in the comments below. Subscribe for more videos, and I will see y'all next time. Bye!